What time is it? It's time for me to get a watch, I guess. But we do know it's time for another edition of Nouries Niche, where we're working on learning some real basic, fundamental, fun BMX flatland tricks for all ages of riders. Anyone that wants to dabble in flatland and to try out some real fundamental basic tricks to get started and then see where it goes. That's the whole idea behind Nouries Niche. We're just trying to keep it fun, keep it lighthearted, keep it basic. Hopefully you can learn these tricks in 3 or 4 sessions, just depending on the trick and depending on where you're starting off. So today's trick is the funky chicken. Now I didn't name it the funky chicken. I'm not sure who did, but a couple different ways to go into it. I'm gonna show you steamroller, like I just said, steamroller, step over, kick the tire. And sometimes you can go in circles or take a hand off. And that seems like the easiest way for me to do it, and then I kind of smoothie out. So just want to thank everyone for watching, and the comments are great. Feedback is always good. Any ideas, keep them coming. I do appreciate that. And I'm going to just try to keep delivering. I'm going to try to do one a day, even through the winter months, to keep myself active and busy, and hopefully you inspired to learn some flatland. So we'll get right into it, do it a couple times, and then we'll kind of break it down. So I start on the left side of the bike, as many of these tricks I do. I step on the front peg, my left foot, kick it around, and then I step over and I scuff it with my, now there's a curb right there, but I'm gonna try to go over the curb, and then I smoothie out, just like so. So that is a steamroller. Officially, it's a steamroller into funky chicken, but that's just how I go into it. Some people might do a rolling tailspin, or some people call it a fire hydrant into a funky chicken. I used to do those. I haven't done them for a while. So I like to do the steamroller. I was going to do it the other direction, but I'm not sure if I'll stay in camera. Let's try. So now I'm going to do this direction. Steamroller. Oh, I almost lost it. Funky chicken. Drop it down. Then steamroller. I didn't quite have enough momentum to steamroller out, so I kind of ended it short. But that's the trick. Funky chicken. And it's a fun trick. First thing, remember we learned steamroller, so same position as the steamroller, where we're just gonna kick the bike around. Remember leaning your weight over the front, grab the seat, and once I'm rolling in steamroller, that's when I just kick my leg over, and then I start scuffing. So if you've got steamrollers down, great. Just work on steamroller, and then work to step over and start scuffing. If you don't have steamrollers down, practice steamrollers and get those down. Then the next step is to learn how to scuff. And if you want to just learn to step into it, how I recommend is grab the brake, put your foot on the tire. I happen to hold the back of the seat like so. Let me get over here so I have enough room. And then I step into it and I scuff it like that. Okay? So just practicing scuffing to really feel the balance point. It's a lot going on. So there's this action, and then your weight going forward and back. And I think a good rule of thumb, which I've talked about in other videos, is just picture yourself centered over wherever you're standing. In this case, the left front peg. You want to stand and try to keep your weight centered over that. And then I'm using my brake and my foot to push the tire. So let me just kind of analyze that for myself, because a lot of these things are just muscle memory. I guess once I get it scuffing, I don't use the brake that much, because I'm keeping my foot on the tire. So I'm scuffing, and then it's like I scuff, and then I use my foot as a brake, scuff, brake. So I'm not really using my hand brake, I'm using my foot as a brake. So that's the second step. So you can practice steamrollers and stepping over, and then if you want to just practice the second step of just scuffing like so. And then the third one is to smoothie out, which I just drop it down. So you're like so. You have to have a little bit of momentum. Drop it down, grab the tire, and I step over. Oh, didn't step over. I got hung up. Let's try it again. Okay, so I'm gonna be like as if scuffing, drop it down, step over, then smoothie out like that. So that's pretty much it. When you drop it down, you could just be rolling like this for a ways and stop and hop and go like that if you need to. If you lose momentum and you're not able for it to smoothie out like that, then just stop. I would just stop with your foot over. Let me just demonstrate it again. Like this is a little bit of a trick saver if you need to. It's always good to have those just in case. So if it's like this and you run out of speed, just stop, hop, and then kick it, then swing it around like that. It's another way to get out of it, kind of to save it if need be. So I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Just really be mindful of your body position. As you scuff, you might find that scuffing in a circle is easier, because there's a really fun little balance point that you'll feel when you're going in a circle. Be careful about looping out and falling backwards. And that simply is just going to be keeping your body weight forward, especially when you kick it around to go into the smoothie. And then just all in motion, step over. I think I tap the brake and step over all at the same time, and then start scuffing. And yeah, I think that's it. The funky chicken. Hope you enjoy it. It is a fun trick. Oh, I want to at least do one more variation. Just a one-handed version, because that can be a good show pleaser. So steamroller, grab, yeah, tap the brake over. I'm gonna hit my backpack almost. Okay, so now I'm gonna do one-hander. Oh, but I didn't pull it. Doesn't count. I'll try it again. I want to do the one-hander. Start further back, have more room. Okay, so steamroller, step over. Oh my gosh. Third time's your charm. Okay. Okay, steamroller, funky chicken, and then get your leg kind of up against your handlebar, and then you can take it, do one-hander. Did that trick saver, see? Didn't have enough momentum to smoothie out, so I just stopped and then rode out. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Go out and ride. Send me some videos or some pictures. Love to see what you're doing and how things are going. Have a good night.